Cool, man. What you reading there? Oh, I bet I know what it says. It says like Pearl is an alien or something. Man, I would not trust that thing to pick up my dog poop. Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Splatoon 2. Last time, we made quite a lot of progress in Deep Sea Metro, completing more, well, I guess getting started on a line. And you know, we played with a something or other at the same time. You know how it'd be. This time, who you gonna call? Target Buster Station! Burst all targets before time runs out! Pacifiers and ring pops. I used to like ring pops. The sour ones, man! And then, oh gosh, it's making my mouth water with pain. You know the feeling I'm talking about, those of you who love sour candy. Getting a sour ring pop, and then freaking all of the chunks that get stuck to the sides of the bottle, like around the nose, around the mouth of it, taking those and then just like getting them all on your finger and eating them all as one object. Oh, that ruled! It hurts so good. This is meant to teach you that these things are not eggs, but ink recoveries. I guess I didn't notice my first time. Oh no, 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 oh no! Yoko. How the heck did I die there? Seems like a fun one to speedrun if I'm being honest. Maybe I'll have to check it out sometime, see if there is a single level for this one. I love speedrunning so much. I don't do it myself though, but I love following it and just learning everything that people have figured out about games. Like I said, learning new things about my favorite games is one of my favorite things, and following speedrunning enables me to do that! How much time did I have left? That must have been less than a second! Damn, good one today! Or Dot, as that says in Leet Speak, the name of that station. Okay, all that 8-ball station. All that 8 balls is not ebony, my sources say no. Oh, we get the kelp forest again with the fish over here. Oh, I have to play an E-liter? No! Well, for all of you who are mad about me for saying the E-liter wasn't that good, time for your revenge. I have limited ink to hit all 7 8-ball switches. Are you serious? Okay, so you don't need to use all of your ink to do this. You can just use some of it, okay. You get ink, oh, you get ink recovery for this. So you have limited ink, but you can recover it. It's good to know. Got you. I don't need to take that ink recovery just yet. I think we're okay on that front. No, I should take it now before anything bad happens. Okay. So what I was saying, it's pretty good at swimming with its charge. That's one thing that I'll give it. On the note of that last station, I've been trying to rectify the fact that I swear to you, I've never seen like any movie ever. I still haven't watched Ghostbusters. I've never seen I've seen Ghostbusters 2 when it aired on TV, and I've heard that that's definitely the less good of the No, don't do this to me now, don't start with this. Yeah, I've never seen Ghostbusters. I feel like that might be the most important movie that I've never seen. I've watched the Back to the Future trilogy this year. Watching a lot of stuff. Go! How? That clipped into it both times. Don't tell me that didn't count. I mean, I know it didn't count, just don't tell me that. Okay, we need to like really push it to the, The was the horror in my brain as I was wondering if letting an 8-ball fall still kills you. Okay, that one's easy. You don't even need to use all your ink for it. Let's do full charge on that one. Just have it knock all over the place and not get that. Apparently I got lucky my first time. Pop, 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 pop. Oh, they're all congregated over here, man. How am I gonna do this? I guess I can make the jump early. Oh, that counted. Okay, good. Take the full ink. Pow! Pow! And This is the kind of setup that you dream of messing up in real billiards. Give me the doze. Spin to win, Mad Prop Station. Oh, it's propellers. Mario Party did this pun too. Back to what I was saying about candy earlier. Oh, we got the CDs. And only one option. I prefer it so hard whenever candy starts sour and stays sour. None of that whole like, oh, it's sour for like half a second and then it's really sweet, or oh, it's not actually sour, it's just incredibly sweet to give the illusion of sour. No, none of that. Make things actually sour again, man. Like, I love sour candy. My favorite candy brand that's like, you know, from a chain is probably, it's called Albanese. I've only ever seen it in certain places in the US. But they have gummy bears that start out sour and then they stay sour the entire time, where you can sit there and suck on them for like 5 minutes and they will still be sour on the other end. It rocks. I love that stuff so much. Everyone else is freaking cowards. All the sourest candy that I liked as a kid has either been discontinued or it's significantly less sour because parents probably complained. But man, I am a grown man. I have pride in the junk food that I consume. So come on, real sour candy is really good. Oh, there's a platform here. I didn't notice it. Oh geez, you're gonna make me do, oh God, it moves out of the way? Okay, get down with myself, or some such. I don't know if my feet can take this. Oh, it's a thing. Okay, there. I didn't get the eggs. That was great. Thanks for being patronizing, Marina. I can't get it. I tried. Oh well. I got a splat bomb. I haven't used that yet. Final checkpoint. I think this is... No, there was a tower that looked kind of like the top of that looked so industrial and cool. Reminds me of Chemical Plant Zone in Sonic Generations a little bit. We go there, we go here, we go up, we go up, we go up. Oh man, this is cool. This is a really cool one. I guess I could take some eggs while I'm at it. I don't know, I'm just feeling really, I'm having a lot of fun just going. Got you? You took off my clothes! How dare you! I did not consent to the- oh, jeez, get out of here. Floor it, man, floor it! Gotcha! You thought I was running away. Well, I was, and then you just gave me a prime opportunity to shoot you. I don't know why you would do such a thing. Marvelous! Marvelous! Test passed! Was wondering when the Rainmaker would be the mem cake. Okay, let's, I think that was 3 of them down. Making great progress. Let's have some nice chewiness. Save the Rainmaker for last. Squid bumper. Another squid? I'm gonna hurl. It's just litter. Please consider how we Octolings see the world. Multiple perspectives. Bumper of the non-squid variety. No, it's round, so this is like an octobumper. You teach the virtues of the still, and yet I spurned the lesson learned. My problem is, I have no chill. I don't think we've seen Power Clam. When 4 are on 1, they make a team. But 1 from 10? Come again? It's like some kind of fever dream. The Rainmaker! We're torn apart so many times. I must be bold and keep my hold to make their team pay for their crimes. Good, good. D-Line is just got 1 more to go. Guess we know what we're doing next. Well, next is in next video. For now, we're going to Ingopolis. Our ultimate topic of the day is something that I was never able to achieve. Rank X! You must get to S plus rank and rank up 10 times. After S plus 10, you will become rank X. In Rank X, there are global leaderboards that determine how good you are at solo queue in the current map and mode rotations. I say current because every month, the maps for each ranked battle mode change. That way there aren't 100+ maps legal at the same time and there isn't too much to learn. So you are being reevaluated every month to make sure that you really deserve to be in there. What do you get for being in there? You get this sick taunt. You do the X with your arms that I may or may not do in real life every time I say the letter X. So you get that. And if you are able to get within the top 500 of Rank X, you get a crown next to your name visible to all other players. I want to thank Yo Schiller, the editor of most of the weapon guides that you have seen up to this point, for he is Rank X in tower control, and he so graciously gave me his footage for this. Now that we're done seeing some Yo Schiller footage, let's move on to others with the weapon of the day. The heavier, longer nose you didn't want to be born with. Don't worry, it has its perks. The H-3 Nozzlenose! It's a rare burst mode shooter. The bullets are larger than the L3, hit for a massive 41 damage, and will always splat an enemy in one burst if all three connect. As expected, ink usage is higher, but that's not really an issue due to still being easy enough to work with. The big issue is a slower fire rate and a much longer pause before another burst can be attempted, making it a challenge to connect 3 hits on a moving target. This one is a middleweight weapon, but that doesn't mean it's the same as the L3 in mobility. The evasive feel is sacked due to slower movement while shooting. A surprising thing about the H-3 is that the accuracy doesn't change in the air. That's one movement option you always have that few weapons can use effectively without running abilities. Being able to splat in one burst sounds like a dream come true, but the overall style of the L3 is sacrificed to just focus on that. Besides that, all mechanics of burst motors apply. Here is the most obvious tip. It is a requirement to lead fire to master the H-3. Who could have seen that coming? The range is identical to a Splattershot Pro, but with the bullets being so low in rate, it's quite a time for those shots to travel and land at their mark. It takes much practice for this thing to really work and can be frustrating at first. Pick your battles. Use the range well. Don't be caught off guard. It's as effective as it is safe. Besides that, it's better to swim and reposition than run everywhere, since you're forced to cool it for 1/3 of a second after every burst anyway. Use that downtime to do more than just stand there and be easy to shoot. It's able to move around thanks to the large bullets creating a nice line of ink without many gaps. It's almost like a curling bomb if I'm being honest. This weapon is surprisingly not weak at close range, able to point blank the 3 shots for a reliable win. Though I recommend only doing this if you have the initiative. If they're within close range, already have visual on you, and you miss one bullet, almost every weapon will win. Another weakness is object damage. While the hits are high-powered, the damage output has so many pauses in it for a gun. All nozzle noses have a damage increase against many objects to mitigate this slightly, but it's still not great. Its sub-weapon is... oh gosh, no damage from the sub-weapon. We got point sensor! You're naked if they manage to rush you. It's checking an area to make sure it's safe, or an aim assist on such a precise weapon. Besides that, it points, I've been making that pun a lot lately, things out to other players and can be a help to the whole team in ranked. That's all it can be. I'd recommend always having more ink to move around in since the sub-weapon doesn't offer spacing options. And our special is Tenta-Missiles! Tied for the easiest missile set to build at 170 points. It hangs back a lot already and wants to be safe due to no damage from the sub-weapon, so it'll be able to get some use here. Though I think the sploosh will do it faster, this one can hang back and not die as much, keeping that special for longer. All parts of this set offer tracking, which makes me think this was intended to teach good H-3 gameplay and meant for practice. It's easier to hit the mark when inexperienced with this one, but it sacrifices basically everything it could have in order to do it more effectively. There isn't really any damage bridging here or combos unless a missile just happens to land nearby. Its only direct attack is shooting, and it's the exact same set as the dually Squelchers. Main power-up on the H-3 is downright crazy! Damage up! With 3 mains and 4 subs, certainly a lot to stack, but trust me, it's worth it. It can mitigate the damage fall off well, but also get to 49.9 damage in a single hit! This makes it a 2-shot kill in darn near all situations, and drastically raises the consistency. Downside is, that's only 5 sub-slots left over for the rest of your build. As always, experiment before marrying a build. But all this set has is gunfire to attack directly, and it's basically stuck without main power-up stacking as a result. Onto equipment, I want to give special attention to abilities that have high returns from 1 sub-slot. I'm talking quick super jump, bomb defense up, ink resist up, special save, those kinds of abilities. When there's so few sub-slots to go around due to all the main power-up stacking to optimize performance, those little abilities mean more for the H-3 than other abilities, since stacking swim speed up, special charge up, or ink savers are just out of the question on most builds. This also means the H-3 will have a more sluggish feel than other middleweight weapons if it prioritizes damage. So if it feels slow, that's normal. Coming to you in H-3D! It has Suction Bomb! This gets rid of a weakness against weapons that are even further reaching. If the splash damage lands, then a 2-shot kill is easy even without damage up. It's also just nice to box people in and make them fight you at a disadvantage. Object damage is normally kinda bad with downtime between bursts and general slowness, so this gives it something to pop their objects. Ink Armor is the special! Playing around the ink armor sounds like a good idea for such a long-range weapon, and yes, it can be a good direction to take the playstyle in, and can aid with surviving long enough to get a second trigger pull for yourself. The weapon also paints surprisingly well for how slow it appears, but this comes with some big downsides. One is the charge, at 220 points. That's a steep ink armor charge, the highest of any weapon in fact, and not even by a small margin. In other words, you're stacking special charge up instead of damage up to get consistency out of it. There just aren't enough slots to go around, and something has to have its consistency lowered in order for the other one to thrive. That isn't to say this weapon is bad. The individual parts are all good, it's just that every part of the weapon is buffed tons by ability stacking, so you're forced into picking one part to center your play around. Heck, the Suction Bomb could use quite a bit of ink saver sub as well. Equipment looks quite different this time around. With ink armor being so useful, it's arguably worth it to run special charge over main power up. Damage up is still helpful, and I'm sure many of you would say it's absolutely better to 2-shot kill than playing around a special. It just depends on the playstyle. Both are run quite often. Running 2 subs of special charge will get the ink armor down to about 209 points. All of my action figures are cherry, H-3 Nozzlenose. Splash Wall! I fell in love with you once on an H-3, and I have done so again. Great sub-weapon, allowing the H-3 to push forward more than it could otherwise, and just be a tactical nuisance, because walls affect enemy behavior in ways that can be predicted. It's also very helpful to use this near uninkable turf so it can just shoot however it wants without being in danger. Beyond that, it can score free points and help out others. And it's got Bubble Blower. Okay, that deflated. While it is good with the range, and many would compare this to a Splattershot Pro with better damage, it's sadly not the most conventional special for it. Object damage is a weakness, and without Shredder Shoes, it just isn't going to be able to pop these in a pinch. Even with it, it's not great. More than that, the bubbles tend to be used for defenses unless a teammate with good damage over time helps out, and that's unreliable without being on a comp team. 180 points is a low charge for a Bubble Blower, but that's mainly because it's a more limited set that doesn't play off the bubbles all that well. Another problem is that the cherry doesn't do anything quickly, so if it messes up, it's basically dead. It's to the point where I'd say your decision to play this comes down to how much you value Splash Wall on an H-3 more than anything else about it. Yeah, so we have another gear-dependent weapon where either the main or special is getting sacked so the other one can thrive. It's sadly a pattern with these H-3 weapons. Hey, who turned the heavy back on? H is for heavy after all, L is for light. Did you notice? We're going to Turf Wars in Kelp Dome and Skipper Pavilion. Love both these maps. What are your hot stretch for this stage, Pearl? The vending machines here don't sell Tentacola, so bring your own. I've never used the amiibo equipment thing before. I wish it was just a feature in the game normally, so I never really utilized it. But in this case, it was more convenient to save my equipment for later because I needed so much main power up. That looks cool, but it still should be a feature in the game normally. I am here today to talk to you about something that I am extremely passionate about. And I'm going to do it the second that we start the game. Watch. Yeah, that. This dumb community refers to this as squid bagging. Now let me tell you, that is death. No. That is excluding half of the population. We are not just squids anymore, we have octopuses in the mix too. And I will tell you, I am an equal opportunity humper. I believe that this should not be called squid bagging, but should be called sea bagging. It's such a more clever name. It does not just limit us to one race of characters being referred to here. Even before playable octolings became a thing, I thought it should be called sea bagging and not squid bagging. And I don't get why people call it squid bagging. How did I miss every shot right there? That is just laughable. If I play like that, I sure ain't gonna be able to sea bag anybody. But yes, I would like to begin a movement where we refer to it as sea bagging and we get rid of the stupid squid bagging name because it's nowhere near as good as it could be. Anyway, what I'm doing here is running a hell of a lot of main power up because I want to do 99 damage. Want to take advantage of that. Maybe get 2 bullet kills if I can. I certainly need it bad. There we go. That was good. I was able to take off their ink armor and then deliver the 2 bullets swiftly. Point blanking when they can see you is hard, especially when they got a weapon like the Tri-Slosher that they don't have to aim. I don't think there's any way that I could have chosen anything other than the Splash Ball set. I love Splash Ball on H-3. It is a beautiful, beautiful weapon. Plug that up. You hear that, Octolings? I fight for the right for you to be referred to correctly when you are humping people. Go away, missiles. Let them come. Oh, they weren't damaged. I thought I was gonna go on a killing spree right there. At least they finished the job without me. Going in. Not being able to run a lot of different abilities is kind of a hurt to this weapon. Doesn't make it terrible, but it definitely is something that's felt because I think that there is something to be said for running a lot of different abilities so that you have a higher stat total, essentially. I've always just kind of viewed it like that. Paint from behind here. Got bubbles. Move this forward. Might not have been the best choice for a Turf Wars weapon, but I wasn't feeling too confident in my abilities with this. Rightfully so. Uh-oh, no-oh. I don't know. I don't know, I think we might be down. Yeah, that's a loss. I can't even argue that. I don't think this would be admissible in court, even with the most rich person's legal team. Damn. I know I can't paint a whole lot, so I wasn't expecting to get any better than 4th place, but yowza. I can see bag all over you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Except, almost kill me. Okay, can't get too cocky, but you can lose. Cocky. Damn, they almost beat us. That was an actually good play right there. I wanted to show that. I have gotten the same map so many times in a row, my equipment has leveled. Oh! Well, can't complain about that. Oh, it's real and it's bright and oh, I'm so happy to be here. These map rotations just had to kick me in the balls one more time before I could be done with every single weapon. Oh my golly. It would not stop. You gonna shoot? Oh. That was really funny how he turned and shot me, but it was already too late. I was getting so scared that I was in a bagging lobby. I like sea bagging. I don't like bagging. That's my problem. Also, wow, natural time to use the shooting while jumping tool that I was talking about. Thanks, buddy. I am way too weak to pop my own bubbles with this weapon. No! Oh! I was trying to be crafty with how I approached that guy, and I thought, oh, he's way far ahead because there's a lot of yellow on the ground, but nope, he played me. It's kind of what I mean is that you don't want to just move into all of the ink that you create. Sometimes creating ink and then not moving forward into it can be the smarter play. Keep going. I might give him some of my patented sea bags if I'm able to get over here. Oh my god, jeez, finally did it. If I'm able to get some kills, there we go. Hopefully they saw that. You know, some people say that seabagging is toxic behavior, and I kinda get it. Some people are, you know, on the more sensitive side. Some people might not will take kindly to it. They might just want to have fun. I get it. But you know how it isn't toxic? Ain't toxic if you're doing it against salmonids. Seriously. You have all earned a group seabagging session if you ever win in Salmon Run. Do it there. There you're not gonna be hurting anybody. There nobody can really say, oh, well, this is toxic, because, come on. You can't toxically bag a machine or something. I'm not really sure what it is they say these days, but it is something like that. I'm pretty sure. Got that roller over there. I'm going to shoot you while you're busy with my bubbles. Thank you. Just what I do in ranked battles. See? You gotta make objectives to outpredict people on if you're doing turf wars. That's how you do it. There we go, got you. I'm just zipping all over the place. I'm on a killing spree here. Feeling pretty good. And there's all that. Going over here. Going over to you. Then, okay. It didn't come down. It went somewhere else. This is looking juicy. Grape juicy. Good. We totally nailed that. Yep. Thanks, Judd, for confirming the truth. I'm a little torn. Kind of with this being the last main power-up heavy stacking weapon, I can't decide if I want main power-up to come back or not. I've always been a big critic of the fact that main power-up is the one ability that makes a lot of sense to stack on certain weapons. It becomes the entire strategy. I've talked about how weapons that get damage up are immediately interesting to competitive players just inherently. I don't know. It also bothers me how ink resist up is the only sort of counter to it. I can't decide if I want them to bring it back. I'm not really sure. Oh, wow, look at you guys strolling down the streets. That's cool. All right, well. That's why they're in Splatoon instead. That is all for now. Next time on Splatoon 2, it's the final weapon of them all. Last one. Go on. What's the one weapon we haven't talked about yet? Don't look at a list. See if you can figure it out. See you guys then.